So moving ahead, question number 9. A scooterist covers a distance of 3 kilometers in 5 minutes. What was the distance, ma? 3 kilometers and time was given 5 minutes. They are asked to calculate his speed in kilometers per hour. Yes. So we know that the speed formula is distance upon time. How much is the distance they give? 3 kilometers. And time was given to be 5 minutes. We have already covered this question, I think. Children, you want to convert this kilometer per minute into kilometer per hour. So, numerator is clear. You need to convert this denominator. Every hour has 60 minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So, 1 minute is equals to 1 by 60 hour. So, 5 minutes is equals to 5 times of 1 by 60 hours. Therefore, the value of speed is equals to 3 kilometer upon 5 times of 5 minutes. Every minute is taken as 1 by 60 part of an hour. Okay, children? So, further simplification may leads to, how much is the answer here? 5 ones are 5, 5 twos 10. Hence, 3 into 12. This 12 will go up. Then how much it will become? This is 36 kilometer per hour. So, this is your right answer. 36 kilometer per hour. Next question. The train A travels with a speed of 120 kilometer in 3 hours, whereas another train travels with a speed of 180 kilometer per hour in 4 hours. Which train travels faster? Even this was also covered in the previous example. So, if you consider the speed of train A, if you consider, let me represent it as VA, which is equals to distance travelled by A upon time taken by A. Distance travelled by A, how much, children? 120 kilometers upon time was given as 3 hours. So, your answer would be 40 kilometer per hour. Whereas moving to train B, the speed of train B is calculated as VB is equals to. So, what is the distance travelled by the second train? 180 kilometers in how much time? 4 hours. After further simplification, it was found that 180 by 4 is found to be 45 kilometer per hour. Clearly, the speed of B is greater than speed of A. Hence, the train B travels faster. So, which train travels faster? Train B travels faster. Next question. A car travels 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 40 kilometer per hour and the next 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 20 kilometer per hour. Find its average speed. So, children, so is it a uniform speed or non-uniform speed? Earlier 30 kilometers and 40 kilometer per hour. Again 30 kilometer but 20 kilometers. Equal distances in unequal speed. So, this is an average speed. If you find out, means average speed is equals to total distance covered by the body to the total time interval. So, average speed symbolic notation is like this. 2 different intervals. So, I can write it as total distance means S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. Have they given S1? Yes, given us 30 kilometers. Has they given S2? Yes, it is also given us 30 kilometers. Whereas, they haven't given T1 and T2. Instead of that, they have given us speed V1 and V2. So, first of all, let us try to write the given data. S1 was given as 30 kilometers. S2 is given as also 30 kilometers. V1 is given as 40 kilometer per hour and V2 was given to be 20 kilometer per hour. So this is the given data. But here S1, S and V are there, but in the formula we have T1 and T2. So it's our responsibility to convert T in terms of S and V. Here we go with, children, once again we know that speed equals to distance by time. To find time, time can be written as distance by speed. So T1 is written as S1 by V1 and T2 is written as S2 by V2. Hence the formula is transformed as S1 plus S2 upon T1 is written as S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2. After further substitution, S1 how much they gave? 30 kilometers. S2 also 30 kilometers. S1 by V1 30 by 40 plus again S2 by V2 30 by 20. Okay children. So here after simplification how much you are getting? 60 upon all zeros will get cancelled. Okay. You simplify this. After simplification how much you are getting children? This can be written as 3 into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. 3 goes here 20 times. Then the value of average speed is found to be how much? 20. Take the LCM children. LCM of 4 and 2 is 4 upon, here this is 4 goes 1 time and 2 goes 3 times. Hence 80 upon 3. The value of 80 upon 3 is 26.6 kilometer per hour. Hence average speed was found to be 26.6 kilometer per hour. So option number 4. Okay children. So average speed is total distance by total time, that is S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2, and as T1 and T2 are not given, you need to convert time in terms of distance and speed. So T is replaced with S by V. So T1 is S1 by V1 and T2 is S2 by V2. Substitute the given data and simplify. You get the answer as 26.6 kilometer per hour. Moving to the next question children. On a 120 kilometer track, a train travels the first 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 30 kilometer per hour. So if you look at here, what is the track distance they gave? 120 kilometers. Overall, it was given as 120 kilometers. From here to here, it was given as 120 kilometers. A train travels the first 30 kilometers. Out of 130, the first 30 kilometers, the train travels with a speed of how much? 30 kilometer per hour. The train travels with a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. So what is the remaining distance children? 30 kilometers per hour is covered. Out of 120, the remaining would be 90 kilometers. The remaining would be 90 kilometers. Okay children. How fast must the train travel for the next 90 kilometers so as to average 60 kilometer per hour? Average means from the starting point to ending point, the average value should be, average speed is to be maintained as 60 kilometer per hour. The total distance was given to be 120 kilometers and average speed is found to be 60 kilometer per hour. So what would be the total time children? Yes, we know that speed is equals to distance by time, or time is equals to distance by speed. So in order to find the total time T is equals to total distance by speed. What is the total distance? 120 kilometers by speed is found to be 60 kilometer per hour. So 6 2s. Hence your answer is 2 hours. The total time to maintain an average speed of 60 kilometer per hour is 2 hours. Okay. So out of the 2 hours, to cover 30 kilometers, it traveled with a speed of 30 kilometer per hour. So this total time T must be equals to from here to here, the time was considered as T1, and next here to here, the time was considered as T2. So clearly, this total time T is equals to T1 plus T2. Okay, where the value of total T is found to be 2 hours. Then what would be the value of T1? The value of T1 is nothing but this distance, initial distance by initial speed. What is that? 30 kilometers upon 30 kilometer per hour. So 30 gets cancelled, then you are left with 1 hour. So total T was 2 hours, T1 was 1 hour. So what would be the value of T2, children? T2 would be 2 minus 1, that is 1 hour. So in 1 hour, it has to travel a distance of 90 kilometers. Okay, so what was the question? How fast must the train travels the next 90 kilometers to average 60 kilometer per hour? So it has to cover this 90 kilometer within the leftover time, that is 1 hour. Okay, therefore the train has to travel with a speed of 90 kilometer, because the speed is equals to distance by time. How much distance? 90 kilometers. And what is the value of T2? 90 kilometers to be covered in T2. T2 is nothing but 1 hour. Hence, your answer is 90 kilometers per hour. Okay. So, hence option number 3. Okay, children. Next, a train travels at a speed of 60 km per hour for 0.52 hours, at 30 km per hour for the next 0.24 hours, and then at 70 km per hour for the next 0.71 hour. What is the average speed of the train? Well, so children, we know that average speed is found to be total distance covered by the body upon total time. Total distance covered by total time. So what is the total distance, children, here? Total distance is nothing but how many cases? 60 km per hour in one time, 30 km per hour in 20.24 hours, and 3 distances. Hence, mathematically, we can write it as average speed is equals to total distance S1 plus S2 plus S3 upon total time T1 plus T2 plus T3. Where what is S1? Nowhere the distance S1 or S2 or S3 is given. But we know this formula that as speed equals to distance by time, distance can also be written as speed into time. So instead of S, we can replace it with Vt. Hence, S1 is equals to V1 T1, S2 equals to V2 T2, and S3 is equals to V3 T3. So this can be written as V1 T1 plus V2 T2 plus V3 T3 whole upon T1 plus T2 plus T3. Hence, average speed is equals to V1. What is the value of V1 given, children? 60 km per hour. Time T1 is 0.52 hours plus V2. V2 was given to be 30 km per hour for the next 0.24 hours T2 plus V3. The value of V3 was given as 70 km per hour into for the time 0.71 hours whole upon T1 plus T2 plus T3. What is T1? 0.52 hours. T2 was 0.24 hours plus T3 is 0.71 hours. After further simplification, we have 60 into 0.52. Children, try simplifying this. So, how much you are getting? 60 into 0.52 will be something around 31.2 plus 30 into 0.24 would be 7.2 plus 70 into 0.7 will be 49.7. How much is that? 49.7 whole upon 0.52 plus 0.24 plus 0.71 would be equals to 1.47. Okay, now if you add this value 31.2 plus 7.2 plus 49.7, you may get the value as something around 88.1 upon 1.47. Hence, 88.1 upon 1.47 would be something around 59.93 kilometer per hour. Okay, so average speed was found to be 59.93 kilometer per hour. Hence, first option is the right answer. Okay, children. Next, when a body covers first 1/3 of the distance with speed 1 meter per second, the second 1/3 distance with speed 2 meter per second, and the last 1/3 distance with the speed 3 meter per second, then the average speed is. So children, average speed is equals to total distance covered by the body to the total time taken. Average speed is V average equals to total distance is S1. How many conditions are there? First, second and third. 3 different cases. So, S1 plus S2 plus S3 upon T1 plus T2 up plus T3. Here, 1/3 distance, second 1/3 distance and last 1/3 distance. If you suppose that the total distance you suppose it to be, yes, the total distance if you suppose it to be, yes, then 1/3 means this will be divided into 3 equal parts. This will become S by 3, S by 3 and this is also S by 3. And this speed be some V1, V2 and V3. Then S1 plus S2 plus S3 will be equals to S by 3 plus S by 3 plus S by 3, which is nothing but S itself. Hence, this can be written as, and time is not given. So, instead of that, this I can even write it as S1 plus S2 plus S3 by, here as time is not given, time in terms of speed can be written as, since speed equals to distance by time, time is equals to distance by speed. Hence, it can be written as distance by speed S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2 plus S3 by V3. Okay, children. So, now what is the total distance was given, children? S1 plus S2 plus S3 is S by 3 plus S by 3 plus S by 3, 3 S by 3, 3 cancel. So, here total distance was found to be yes. S1 was S by 3 upon V1 was given as initially let us take it as V1 only plus the next case I'll substitute the values later, children. V2 plus S by 3 by V3. Therefore, S by 3, S by 3, S by 3 is common. Then your formula will be changed, transformed as V average is equals to S upon S by 3 common 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by 3 V3. S cancel. LCM will be V1, V2, V3. So, this will become 3V1, V2, V3 carried upwards whole upon. In this LCM is numerator V2, V3 plus here it would be V1, V3 plus the last is V1, V2. Now substituting the values 3 times of what is V1, V2, V3? V1 was given as 1 meter per second, V2 2 meter per second and V3 as 3 meter per second. V2 into V3. V2 is 2, V3 is 3. 2, 3 is 6. Plus V1, V3. 1 into 3 is 3. Plus V1, V2. 1 into 2 is 2. So here it will be 3 into 2 into 3 upon 9 plus 2 is 11. Hence, your option is 18 upon 11. So, this is something around 1.64. What is the answer, children? 1.64 meter per second. So, your correct option is 1.64 meter per second. Hope you understood, children. Okay. Well, so you can remember the formula as it is 3 V1 V2 V3 upon V1 V3 V2 V3 plus V1 V3 plus V1 V2. Okay. Next, a bus traveling the first 1/3 distance at a speed of 10 km per hour, the next 1/4 at a speed of 20 km per hour and the remaining at 40 km per hour. The average speed of the bus is nearly. Almost similar to the previous problem. What was given means, a bus traveling for the first 1/3 of the distance, 3 parts, 1/3, this is S by 3. With the distance, some speed was given as say V1, the next 1/4. 1/4 of the total distance, it covered with some other speed 20 kilometers, let it be some V2 and the remaining distance. So what is the remaining distance? If suppose that the total distance was taken as S and S by 3 and S by 4 were the total covered, then the remaining distance would be how much, children? Yes, S minus 7S by 12. How much is that? S minus 7S by 12. So this will be something around 5S by 12. So how much is that? 5S by 12. So 5S by 12 is covered with some other speed was given as 40 km per hour. Let it be indicated with V3. So it asks you to find out average speed. So already I told you that for the average speed, just now we have discussed 3 different speed. If it covers means the formula would be 3 V1 V2 V3 by V1 V2 plus V2 V3 plus V3 V4. Okay. So children, moving to the next question. A bus travels the first 1/3 distance at a speed of 10 km per hour and the next 1/3 at a speed of 20 km per hour and the remaining is 40 kilometers. Okay. So here if you look into that, so if you consider the total distance is supposed to be some S. The total distance we suppose it to be S. The first 1/3 means S by 3. Okay. And the next 1/4 means something like S by 4. And the remaining distance means from here to here. Children, what is the LCM of these three? S by 3 plus S by 4 would be equals to LCM is 12 and 4 plus 3 is 7S by 12. So, what would be the remaining distance? In order to get this remaining distance, you have to subtract this distance from the total distance. What is this distance? 7S by 12. Hence, this distance would be S minus 7S by 12. What is that? S minus 7S by 12. And this is equals to 5S by 12. So, the remaining distance was found to be 5S by 12. Okay. So, as it was given that this is the distance S1, S2, S3 were given as S by 3, S by 4 and 5S by 12 respectively. And the speeds, it covers with speeds say V1, V2 and V3 respectively, where the values of individual speeds were given. Okay. So, now applying in the previous formula, we have average speed is equals to total distance upon total time. Average speed is equals to total distance upon total time. Average speed is indicated by V average, which is equals to, what is the total distance here, children? Total distance is S by 3 plus S by 4 plus 5S by 12. So, what is the total distance here? S. The total distance was nothing but S upon total time. Here, generally total time, so let me write S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3 is the generalized formula, whereas S1 plus S2 plus S3 is found to be some S, and instead of T1, speed equals to distance by time. So time equals to distance by speed. So instead of T, I can replace it with S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2 plus S3 by V3. Isn't it, children? Where S itself is considered as S. So this will become S upon, instead of S1, I can replace it with S by 3 upon V1 plus S by 4 upon V2 plus the remaining distance 5S by 12 upon V3. So here goes your formula. So what is common means here S is common. Therefore, V average can be written as S upon, if you take out common S, then it will become 1 by 3 V1 plus 1 by 4 V1 plus S is removed, then you are left with 5 by 12 V3. This is what is being left over. This S and this S will get cancelled. Now, the value of V1, V2 and V3 were given as 10 km per hour, 20 km per hour and 40 km per hour respectively. Then this will become 1 upon 1 by 3 into V1 is 10. This will become 30 plus 1 by 4 into V2 is how much, children? 20. Then that will be 4 into 20 is 80 plus other is 12, 5 by 12 into V3. What is the value of V3 given? 40. So this is equals to 5 upon 12 into 40. 8 5 is 40. Okay. So we have this as 96. Okay. So this value will become 1 by 30 plus 1 by 80 plus 1 by 96. If you take the LCM and simplify, then how much you'll be getting, children? V average is equals to 1 upon, how much is the value? Yes, it is. Yes, the LCM of 30, 80 and 96, if you found out, it will be something around 480. Okay, so this simplification, if you simplify further, you will be getting it as, then take it up upwards, then it will become 1 by, this will be something around 27 upon 480. This is also equal to 480 upon 27, and hence after further simplification, it is found to be around 17.7 km per hour. So among that, the nearby value of 17.7 would be this 18 km per hour would be your answer. So 15th answer is 18 km per hour. So next, moving to the next question, children. A car travels the first half of a distance between two places at a speed of 30 km per hour and the second half the distance at a speed of 50 km per hour. Only two different conditions. So easily we can solve this. The average speed is, so average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. Average speed, symbolically V average is equals to, what is the total distance? See, S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. Distance between the two places, half of a distance between two places at a speed of 30 and the second half. So instead of S1, it is given as S by 2. Instead of S2, it was given as also S by 2. S by 2 plus S by 2 is total distance is S upon time. Here the value, direct value of time is not given. So we know that speed equals to distance by time. So time is equals to distance by speed. Instead of time, I can write it as distance by speed. That is S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2. So this is nothing but S by, this is first half distance, and the speed was given to be how much, children? V1 was given to be 30 km per hour. The remaining half distance, the speed was given to be 50 km per hour. So if you simplify this further, how much you'll be getting? S by 2 is taken common, then you are left with 1 by 30 plus 1 by 50. This S and this S will get cancelled. Okay, so if you simplify this further, we get the value of average value of the speed will be equals to, so what is this, children? This is equals to 2 into 30 into 50 upon, how much is that? 50 plus 30 is equals to 80. Okay, this 0 and this 0 gets cancelled, this goes by 4 times. Okay, so this value will be 7 4s 28, 5, so 7.5 into 5, so something around we have 37.5 km per hour is your final answer. Okay, so now moving to the next question, question number 17. A car travels 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour and the next 30 kilometers at a speed of 20 km per hour. You are asked to find the average speed. So again, if you look back the question, so what was the given data, children? Car travels 30 kilometers at a speed of, so how much distance? Initial distance was given as 30 kilometers, covers with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour, and the next 30 kilometers with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour. So you are asked to find the average speed. So again, average speed is found to be total distance by total time. Average speed indicated by V average, which is equals to total distance is S1 plus S2 by total time is T1 plus T2. So S1 plus S2 is nothing but 30 plus 30, which is nothing but your, okay, later we shall discuss. S1 plus S2, we can write it as total distance S upon, instead of time I can write it as distance by speed, S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2. Now substituting the values, the total distance was found to be how much, children? It is 30 kilometers. Okay, 30 kilometers. Sorry, not 30. Total distance 30 and here 30. What is the total value? 60 upon S1 is 30 upon V1 is found to be 40 plus, again here we have 30 upon S1. This is S1, children. Let me mark it out. This is S1 and this is S2. This is V1 and this is V2. Now it will be clear for you. Yes, so 30 upon what is V2? 20. Simplify this further and take the LCM. How much you will be getting is 60 upon 3 taken out common. You have 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Okay, 3 goes here by 2 times 20 and LCM will be, let me write it here. So V average is equals to 20 upon, LCM here will be 4 and here it goes by 1 plus 2, that is 3. Hence your answer is 80 upon 3. 80 upon 3 is something around 26.6 kilometer per hour. So fourth option. Okay, children, total distance by total time. Total distance is S1 plus S2, the total distance S, time S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2. So here 30, here 30. Total distance is S1 plus S2 is 30 plus 30 is taken as 60. S1 by V1 means 30 by 40. S2 by V2 means 30 by 20. If you take the LCM and simplify further, how much you'll be getting it as 80.3 and hence the answer was 26.6 kilometer per hour. Next question, Question number 18. When a body covers first 1/3 of the distance with speed 1 meter per second, the second 1/3 distance with speed 2 meter per second, and the last 1/3 distance with speed 3 meter per second, ask you to find out the average speed. So same like previous problem. So what are the three conditions they have given you? First 1/3 s by 3, next 1/3 s by 3, and the last 1/3 s by 3. So what speeds have they given here? So V1 speed, V2 speed as well as V3 speed. So you're asked to find the average speed. As usual, average speed is equals to total distance by total time. So average speed indicated by V average is equals to total distance is how much, children? S1 plus S2 plus S3, okay, general formula, upon T1 plus T2 plus T3. What is the total distance? S by 3 plus S by 3 plus S by 3. 3S by 3, it is nothing but S. And instead of time, I can write it as distance by. Time is equals to distance by speed. What is the distance here? S by 3 by V1 plus S by 3 by V2 plus S by 3 by V3. So this simplification will further leads to S by 3 is taken common, 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 plus 1 by V3. S cancel. So your formula will be replaced as set. So what is that value? 3 V1 V2 V3 upon V2 V3 plus V1 V3 plus V1 V2. So what is your answer? 3 into V1 V2 V3. 1 into 2 into 3 upon V1 V2 V3. V2 V3 means 3 into 2 is 6. V1 V3. 3 into 1 is 3 plus V1 what? V2. 1 into 2 is 2. So further 3 3 is 9. 9 2 is 18 upon 11. 18 upon 11 will be something around 1.64 meter per second. What is the answer? 1.64 meter per second.